Morning, everyone. My name is Ariel Blanco from the Philippine Space Agency and also from the UP Department of Geodetic Engineering. The title of my presentation is the Philippine Space Agency and Space Applications for Renewable Energy Research. So this is the outline of my presentation. We will just look at the selected space applications for renewable energy research, introduce the Philippine Space Agency and the relevant projects we are undertaking in PhilSA. First, we'll look at biomass. There are several sources of biomass in the Philippines, as listed here. This includes agricultural crop residues. The most common agricultural waste, as we are seeing in this slide, is the rice hull, bagasse, coconut shell husk, and coconut coir. Remote sensing is making available quality control data and information with high temporal and spatial resolution. This supports the routine and standardized monitoring of biomass resources over large areas. Improve midterm the databases for estimating agricultural and forestry biomass. In order to estimate or determine the energy potential of vegetation resources, we need to have information on the existing biomass. So satellite images, touch field data, and machine learning can be used to perform this. This slide shows the space, science, technology, and applications for agriculture, basically the framework that we are following at the Philippine Space Agency. We are extending the monitoring of crops to various parameters, including its health, including damage and recovery. And these are useful or utilized for yield estimation, damage forecasting, and precision farming to aid in this information data, to aid in the decision-making process, in intervening actions or measures, and the policy formulation. Next, we go to wind. So we are familiar with wind turbines that we see on the land, but much work has been done in determining the wind energy potential offshore. Here we see the map showing the potential offshore wind development zone, as well as the relative LCOE, the levelized cost of electricity, if we are going to tap this wind energy offshore. In our department, we have there's a thesis conducted by Garcia Sanchez, comparison of CMOD 5.10 and CMOD IFR2 models for offshore wind resource mapping using Sentinel-1 synthetic aperture radar. So the result of this study is promising because the resulting RMSE is quite low. In addition, we can access also wind data through or provided by the Aeolus, the world's first spaceborne Doppler wind radar, which is providing profiles of horizontal line of sight wind retrievals. And this is useful for numerical weather prediction, as well as useful for different medium range weather forecasts. So one of the role of space data and information is in the site suitability assessment. So this is basically a multi-criteria decision analysis problem where we have to consider different parameters for rating the site as to its suitability. So we have to consider various factors such as technical, environmental, and sociocultural. So we are seeing here the listed factors for the case of the offshore wind turbines. So the Philippine Space Agency was established using through this act called the Philippine Space Act, and this Republic Act 11363 basically sets the PhilSA as the lead agency to be the primary policy planning, coordinating, implementing an administrative entity that will plan, develop, and promote the national space programs in line with the Philippine space policy of the executive branch of the government. We are also seeing this slide how we are valuing the value chain for the space data, beginning with the EMO or the Earth, Marine Ocean or Observation Infrastructure. The data must be in suitable form. There should be a technical capacity to download and host the data, to interrogate the data, and of course, funding and impetus to action and insights from this data to realize the full economic value from EMO. So PhilSA has this 6 key KDAs or key development areas, and we see that renewable energy is related to national development. to hazard management and climate studies is also related, as well as space research and development, and space education and awareness. So one of the flagship programs of PhilSA is the mobilizing space data for national security and maritime domain awareness and economic development. Here we see that the development application remote sensing, AI, machine learning, and data science are being harnessed or utilized to provide information for the following cases, for the following spheres. So you have national security, the RRM, coastal and ocean, and also the agriculture. So in PhilSA, we are also undertaking this project under the Mobilizing Space Data called OPERA. So this aims to transform available satellite data into easy-to-interpret information that supports environmental decision-making in an accessible and cost-effective manner. So this is one of the activities of OPERA to monitor and provide information on air quality. Why is air quality important for renewable energy, particularly for solar? So it is important to know how urban-based solar installations are affected by hazes, which tend to be concentrated in dense cities. So the amount of solar radiation reaching the ground must be measured. The amount of particulate matter in the air should be measured, and then we can calculate the amount of sunlight that was being absorbed or scattered by haze before reaching the solar panels. To illustrate this point, so in Delhi, India, where we know that air pollution is quite severe and problematic, the annual average level of attenuation of the solar panel output was about 12%, and then this can go up to 17%. So the effects are substantial. So the Mobilizing Space Data program is also undertaking this project called SACA, or the Space Data Information for Enhanced Agricultural Knowledge and Application. So as we see here, so the focus agriculture, coconut, sugarcane, even rice, and other agricultural crops that can be used also for renewable energy sources. So the PhilSA is also undertaking the project called Dharma for disaster hazard analysis, risk assessment, and mapping. So this is important as this impacts also the renewable energy resources that we have. And we would like to invite you to the series of webinars and other training activities that we are conducting under the SICAP, or the Space Information Infrastructure Capacity Building and Training Program. We also would like to invite you to join our PNAS, or the PhilSA Integrated Network for Space-Enabled Actions Towards Sustainability. This is envisioned to be an active network of institutions and people. What we would like to achieve through this project is to make those actionable data and information available, and to ensure that these are acted upon or utilized in decision-making and policy formulation and undertaking actions. Okay. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you very much. If you'd like to know more about PhilSA, please visit our website and our social media pages. Maraming salamat po.